Hi, my name is Austin Arter. I am the founder of The Myth Dimension, which is a social media for authors to post, publish, and promote their own works. We're officially in development, which means I'm allowed to share with you everything that you can expect summer of 2025. You'll see me looking down. I have a list of notes and almost a script so that I don't leave anything out and that I'm able to communicate everything properly. So, without further ado, here we go. I wanted to talk about the odds of publishing first. Overcrowding on social media forces many authors to be their own marketing specialists. They have no choice. The current climate of publishing means evaluating authors based on their market appeal first. That means that most authors will be stuck perpetually drowning unless they can manage to be the more attractive bet. To be a published author requires between 4 and 9 years of effort, and often at least 3 completed novels. It's estimated that the chances of an author getting their work published to begin with is between 1 to 2% among 40 million annual submissions. Alternatively, and to put it into perspective, a first-time startup founder has a 17% chance of success among 300 million. In the same amount of time that it would take you to write a book and to get published, your best friend has completed a master's degree in physics and has begun work as a research assistant. So what do you do when you've completed 3 books, you're still struggling to find a publishing deal due to this shape-shifting industry, you can't find your audience, you can't find traction, and you're not willing to give up on your goals when you won't let your dreams die? Glad you asked. The Myth Dimension is an online solution that helps you develop early traction and turn it into escape velocity. Authors will be able to link their Google Docs and connect their works in progress to our website. Your followers will be automatically updated on a social feed taken from the version history of a Google Doc. And in the same action, project progress trackers and social media integrations will also be updated. You can also monetize content like prologues or character backstories so that they can support themselves leading up to the finished project. Those old unpublished works get the dust blown off them really quick. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about the example that I like to use for this. So for example, in The Incredibles, Brad Bird had gone through an original copy that never made it through to the final movie. And this was with a villain called Zarek. This was an idea where this was like Helen's ex-boyfriend and that he wanted to try and get back with her, and that's why one of the supers ended up going to the island, and there was kind of this like weird miscommunication. It's where the idea for the island was. It's where all of the supers had been going, and it kind of set the story for the family itself. Of course, eventually it was scrapped, we all know. We got a different version of The Incredibles, but if you were an Incredibles superfan, or if you had wanted to see the script and the character art and the background on the development of a story you never got to see, where would you go to see it? There isn't a place. And in the same way, how many iterations have you been through on your own novel? How many times have you cut a character, cut out a chapter, or refigured a backstory, redone a plot, added more world building? You know, all of these things are valuable, things that you have made and produced, but you can't support yourself from them. You have to delay this gratification, delay this reward for years and years on end until you have only one finished copy that may or may not get picked up. I don't agree with that. I think that you should be able to monetize the work, share this work with your fans, have your fans be able to indulge in really integrate themselves into what you are building, what you are writing, the things that you are creating, the story as a whole, all of the world building, all of the things that might have been left out or forgotten. I think that's really important as a reader and as a writer, and I believe that you deserve to have that chance. So, getting into the techie tidbits, we use an AI custom modeled from open source coding to take the document's version history. And we automatically update the features on the site with the same thing. We refuse to use ChatGPT. We're not using any external AI, which means that none of your work will ever be passed through or stored in an open AI database. Because we are also opting for local information hosting, we are preventing AI scraping of written works. Our software, our AI, can't read or store any of your creative works or any of your intellectual property, just the word counts and the other nerdy tidbits. This means that you're safe from having your work scraped or otherwise stolen by malicious parties. You don't have to worry about that. Finally, we integrate using Google's own secure API, so you'll never have to download like a strange third-party software to write within. All of your work stays secure on the platforms you're already writing on and within Google's own firmware and software. This is a view of what the website might look like. This is the projects page. Here you can see a complete overview of the linked documents as projects. Word counts are imported and updated as you write them, so no manual labor is required. You can set word count goals, you can edit the title, you can change the status of your project from in progress to completed to not started and back again. And you can write a summary of what your book is about for any fans that are exploring your work. Underneath is a contribution tracker highlighting your creative seasons and showing off your writing routine. This is taken from the exact same version history, the same nerdy tidbits, so you don't need to update this. This is meant as like an accountability tracker and for you to learn more about your natural creative intuition. I once knew an author who wrote exclusively from like November to February, published a book, and then coasted for the rest of the year. You might be able to lean into a seasonal writing schedule that you never knew you had. You can keep up to date with your favorite author and kind of get an idea of how often or how excited they might be to start a new project, what their workflow looks like, and be able to adapt that into your own. On the profile page, you'll be able to change your name, your bio, your profile picture, everything else that's like innate to other social medias. You can follow other users to get updates as they post them or as the social feed is updated with them. You can watch all of the books on your to be read written in real time. You can also check out other authors' works in progress or learn about the stories and the genres that inspired them. And finally, on the social feed, you can see all of the users that you follow talking about their story development and their writerly habits. On this same feed, you'll see those automatic updates published about the stories that you're looking forward to from your future favorite author. Your readers can watch the evolution of the books that will be someday on their bookshelf. All of this you can edit. All of this is automatic. These things can be shared to other social medias. So if you write 500 words in a sprint at 8 in the morning before you go to work, your social media posts are done for the day. This is automatically made. You can share this to Instagram, to Facebook, wherever you might be located on the internet to tell readers what you've done, what you're up to. And that's it. You don't need to wear multiple hats. You don't need to be a social media marketer and a business manager. You don't need to worry about making enough or being enough. You just write. You are a writer. I want to give you the power to just write. I'll handle everything else. We're hoping to be released in about June 2025. We're currently in development with Conestoga College's Smart Center. I've been working with the Conestoga Entrepreneurship Collective for about half a year now to get this up off the ground, and I got the green light the other day for full speed production. That means that everything that I just told you about is currently on the timeline for an early summer release, and hopefully we'll be able to add in a couple of more features that I'm really excited about. I'll be building this platform full steam with all of the bells and whistles over the next year. That means things like Gig Marketplace, so that you have a trusted place to look for cover artists and editors that are supporting indie authors. I want to put it in a place where we can have direct integrations, where maybe you can even update Instagram and Facebook automatically like you would on the Myth Dimension as well. I can't do this alone. I'm trying to build some support. So if the biggest way that you can help me help you do this, join the Discord. It would help me a lot to see the community, to see everything growing, and know that I have your backing and your support, and that this can be real. That this will be real, and that it's coming soon. And I want you to be one of the first ones to use it. So, join the Myth Dimension on the Discord. We have a subreddit. Follow us on Instagram. Let me know what kind of features that you want to see, and thank you.